I no longer visit family members. You see me back in the day, man used to be really family orientated, you know. Go check, go visit family members frequently. If there's a family function, me there. Then I had an epiphany. Not too long ago, I done a live stream. And during that live stream, I was talking about fake friends. And I was saying that there's a man that man grow with, a man used to be close with, man used to be tight with a man. And I realized recently, like, man can't catch up with a man, you know. The only time a man want to see man is when it's time for me to do some electrical work for him. Like, there's urgency behind it. But when I'm trying to link him, there's no urgency whatsoever. A man confirmed it on 3 different occasions. Over the course of a year, over 3 different occasions, man said to a man, I'm coming down to the ends. I'm going to be down for about 4 or 5 days. Let me know when you're free. I'll come check you. I'll come to you for a couple of hours. On the 3 occasions that man said, yeah, I'm available for the next 5 days. Let me come check you for a couple of hours. On those 3 occasions, a man has told me I'm busy. Are you the Ras Clark president? No one is that busy that they can't make time for their brethren for 2 hours. A man don't want to link you. The same thing goes for family members and that. Man realized over the last 5-6 years, man ain't got no personal invites to certain family members' yards. Like, man used to go check these people frequently, innit? When I say frequently, I don't mean every 2 weeks. I mean once every 2 months, maybe once a month or whatever, innit? Man realized that over the last 5-6 years, man ain't got one invite from a lot of people, you know. Yeah, a man might have got an invite to a family function. Like, oh, having a little gathering, you want to come true or whatever, innit? Yeah, I don't count that as an invite. Certain people, certain times, they just invite people because they need numbers. Or they might feel guilty that, oh, they've invited certain people, they invited you. So that's why they invite you. It only counts when they want to have like a one-to-one session with you. That's when it counts. Same thing with the brethren and that. If you have a friend right now that only phones you up to go out to the clubs or some kind of excursion, if you can never just have a little one-to-one session with them, you and them sit down in the living room, whether it's a girl, like whether it's your female friend or your guy friend, whatever, in it. If you can't have a little one-to-one session with them, they don't see you like that. They ain't your friend like that. Certain people watching this right now, you might be that friend, you know. I've told people about that video and I watched it with certain people and they said, you know what, I'm that friend, you know, the one that you can't catch up with. They're the friend that don't want to hang around with certain people and that. Certainly you lot watching this right now might be that person. There's a family member that I'm in contact with like every week, if not every other week, I'm in contact with this person. A man used to be cool and tight with this person, you know. And I realized, raw, in the last 2-3 years, man ain't seen this person one time, you know. That this is the type of person they used to organize for me to go link them, go this place or come check them or whatever. In the last 2-3 years, they ain't invited me out to their yard or out anywhere. I think myself like, raw, man read into shit like that, you know. How is it man used to be close with this particular family member, but over the last 2-3 years, man ain't got no invite from them. No invite to their yard, no invite, oh, we're going out here, you want to come? Certain people try to use the excuse, oh, well, you know, lockdowns happen and, you know, like to say they ain't invited no one around their house since lockdown. What they try, oh, you know, well, you moved up to Northampton, so I didn't think you'd come down anymore. Yeah, because I ain't seen my mum in 2 years, innit? Yeah, I've been up in Northampton, I ain't touched London soil in 2-3 years. These would be the same people that I'll pray on my Instagram as well, though, you know. See, like, so, you know me, I talk about haters and that, and me, personally, I think that most people around, man, is haters, innit? Yeah, it's not paranoia or nothing like that. I know what human beings are like, innit? And I've got a lot of family members on my Instagram and that. And I noticed that, like, if I post up something non-relevant or whatever, innit? If I post up a picture of myself or post up a picture of my mum, my little sister, innit? I see a lot of family members liking it and stuff. But then if I post up something that's achievement oriented or achievement based, these same family members don't like these posts. This has happened a number of times, you know. See, man, read in between the lines and that, you know. How is it that when I post up something minor, picture of me, picture of my little sister, my mum and that, I get bare likes from certain family members, but then if I post up something like, oh, bought a new property, or the people them at Feltham's gonna use my content in Feltham, none of these people like those sort of posts. Man, read in between that, you know. I feel like there's certain family members, they follow me on Instagram and that, not to support, man. I feel like it's to keep tabs on, man. They want to keep an eye on you. Like, they want to know what you're up to. They don't care. They just want to know what you're up to. These are the same people that will say, oh, well, you know, you ain't been down. I didn't think you'd been down to London, so that's why I never invited you around or whatever, innit? Nonsense. Nonsense. Even a family member. Man used to be tight with his family member as well. Well, see, I'm from Edmonton. We got a travel lodge in Edmonton. Yeah? This happened a few years ago. There's a travel lodge in Edmonton. A family member that man grow with, man was tight with. I bumped into a man on the train at Edmonton Green, chatting to him like, "Rah, what you doing here? What you doing on the train, innit?" And he said to me, yeah, he's going to central London, but funny enough, he's actually staying at the travel lodge in Edmonton. Travel lodge is like 2 minutes away from my mum's yard in Edmonton. These times, man's living there, yeah? There was no Northampton property. Man didn't even know where Northampton was at this time. A man said to me that he's staying at the travel lodge, which is 2 minutes away from my yard. He said he's going to be staying there for the next 3 nights. I said to him, okay, cool. Man's going taekwondo now. I'll hit you up later, innit? Yeah, let me know if you got back in time from central London or whatever, or if not, we'll link up in the next day or so or whatever, innit? Man say, yeah, cool. After my taekwondo session, I text the man, phone the man, nothing. I told my brethren, I was like, you know, my man was at the travel lodge in Edmonton, and all right, cool. He didn't notify me to say that he was about. Me personally, I would have done that, but he didn't notify me to say that he's about. Cool. But then when I try link up with him, man's gone ghost on me, innit? My friend, I said to him, nah, a man's trying to avoid man and that. A man said to me, one of my brothers said to me, you're reading into it too much. I told my mum, she's like, you're not reading into that enough. Imagine, you're in this position right now. You got a brethren or a family member, doesn't matter. See, the reason why I'm talking about friends and family members, it's all the same thing. It's just that friends, you selected them, and family members, they're by default. Imagine you got a friend or family member that you was close with, you was tight with back in the day, and you ain't got no beef with them. It's just, obviously some people drift apart in it, which is fine. Imagine you had a friend or a family member who was staying in a hotel 2 minutes away from your yard, and they didn't even notify you. You'd be like, what? And then when you try link up with them, they're airing your calls in area texts and that. Man, read into them things there, innit? Man, read into them things there, man. But yeah, I realized, you know what? When you stop checking for people, you stop phoning people, yeah, you might not ever hear from them again. If you're in a situation where you're a bit 50-50 about, like, because you might go to people's yards and that, but you don't really know if your presence is wanted and that. Stop phoning them, stop texting them, stop going to their house. And watch what happens. Set your watch to it. Nothing's going to happen. Radio silence, you ain't going to hear from them. Plenty of people, man, know, like, they got me on WhatsApp, Instagram and that. They even come to my yard. I bump into them at my mum's yard and that. But over the last 5 years, they don't invite me to their yard. They don't want to know, man. But they'll act like they're cool with, man. But they don't really want to know, man. Me, I don't do this. I mean, obviously, to be fair, it's not being fake, innit? Yeah, because, you know, who wants to start drama over nothing? You know, it's not even like they want to start drama or whatever, innit? Yeah, certain people, they just don't, they might not like, man. Maybe they're a hater or whatever, innit? Yeah, because like I said about haters, you don't even need to go to people's yards and turn up in a Lamborghini. You don't even need to go to people's yards talking about success or properties or what you're trying to do with your life, innit? Yeah, sometimes you just coming around, they don't want you around. But it's funny that they have an interest in you to follow you on Instagram and that. It's not because they're supporting you, because they never, these family members, they never like man's posts when I talk about stuff on my YouTube thing or whatever, or anything that's to do with achievement orientation. They're keeping tabs on, man. They want to see, they want to watch, man. They want to know what I'm doing and that. Even dumb stuff, like if a family member or a friend unfollows you on Instagram and some people, because there has been little arguments and speculation about this, and people say, oh, you're reading that too much. Blood, if someone's deliberately unfollowed you on Instagram, you need to look into that. You need to fix it. So, well, there's a reason for everything. There's a reason for everything. Anyway, that's basically it, man. Right now, I'm just in the car park waiting to get my hair cut, and I thought, you know what, let me fling on the camera, quickly make a quick video and that. Yeah, stay wise, don't know.